The Xbox dashboard has been ever changing since the Xbox 360 days. Every so often, we will get a new iteration and configuration of the dashboard, and this has pretty much become a multi yearly thing where the dashboard will change multiple times in 1 year. Sometimes it's a small change, other times it is a drastic change. I've been lucky enough to receive the latest dashboard. I am part of the preview program Delta, which I believe is the last group to get their hands on the new type of software that Microsoft wants to test when it comes to Xbox One, Series S, and X. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the newest dashboard iteration. Interestingly enough, Phil Spencer and others within the Xbox brand now refer to this as the Xbox homepage, not the dashboard. But the first thing you'll notice here is, of course, half of the screen is covered while the other half is open. This is a newer style. It had been changed previously when the entire screen was covered up. People wanted to be able to see their backgrounds. I personally just keep the same dynamic background going. I don't really change and add too much to it. Now, a few things have been moved around here. The first row that you're going to look at here has your most recently used apps or games. And this is just a personal thing for me. This does bother me because it is not an even number. It is a number of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I would take bigger icons and an even number, but that is just a personal quirk of mine. Everything that had been previously down here besides the store has now been moved to the center top of the screen in a smaller icon. This honestly reminds me of the PlayStation 5's Game Hub. And, well, here you have games and apps, you have the store, you have Game Pass, the search bar, and the settings. Now, these all remain the same when you go ahead and look at them. There's nothing really different here. Sometimes this menu gets rearranged, and the last time it did, I believe, was last year. But nonetheless, these all pretty much remain the same. Some of the bigger changes, though, and something that I personally do not like, is the simple fact that now on the homepage, quote unquote, you have all of this once you scroll down. This used to be customizable to you, and I believe it still is. I have been able to add things to it, games and different apps and everything, but this is all defaulted on here. And I have looked online and I've tried to figure this out myself. I don't believe you can remove any of this. I believe this is Microsoft's way of getting around having the majority of the screen covered, because I believe that this would have been all over the homepage. The fact now that you have to scroll down to get to it is one thing, but not being able to remove any of this, recently added to Game Pass, friends and community updates coming to Game Pass, watch and listen. Like, this is all stuff, obviously, that advertisers are paying Xbox to have here on your homepage for you to scroll through, and it has its own algorithm that'll recommend games to you based on what you've played in your previous purchase history. But I would really like to be able to remove this stuff, and the fact that I can't kinda irritates me a little bit. Aside from that, the Xbox Series S, which is what I play on, remains largely the same. Nothing has really changed on it. Going into the store looks exactly the same. And, of course, you can access the store up here as well. There's 2 places for the store. This has been here since the update and it hasn't moved, which to me, like, then what's the point of also having the store icon up here? Maybe in the final version, if this is the retail release, that they'll give you the ability to customize this. I really wish they would. I thought possibly with the way that you could previously customize this dashboard with pressing the menu button or the view button, it would give you the option to remove this stuff. The only thing that it does is really give you the option to just add stuff or look at the game card or add it to a group. Again, I know I'm harping on all of this stuff being here, but that's really the only thing that's changed. I've not noticed any system improvements. I've not noticed any quicker loading speeds or anything like that. It's just here's your advertisements. Now, I could see why Xbox would throw all of this on just a home page. This really does give you the option of just looking at everything all from one section. And I guess from a utility function that, that works out well. They can advertise new movies and TV shows to you without having to send you to the store. And generally, overall, when you click on this stuff, it does open, what it says it's going to open, whether it's Game Pass or the movie store or, games recommended to you. So I will give them that. Everything seems to function very well. When I've noticed that previously before, sometimes you would click on something and it would just come up kind of with a 404 saying that it couldn't find the page that you were looking for and things like that. But overall, this dashboard update really doesn't give you much of a change unless you are looking at your home menu and wanting to have a background, which to me, I keep this default background. It doesn't really matter too much all to me. But what do you guys think? Let me know about your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you guys are new around here, please go ahead and subscribe. For those of you that have been with the channel name has changed to Xbox Icons. Nothing about the content is going to change, just the name, so that it is more relatable to the content found here on this channel. But I'd like to thank you all for joining me, and I will see you guys, hopefully, in the next video.